Hi. Okay. Alright, so this video is going to be a bit different. As the title suggests, I'm going to be talking about The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. If you haven't played the game, and you plan on playing the game, then you should not watch this video because I'm going to be chatting a little bit about some major fucking spoilers. So, just, you know, so you know. Also, yeah, I'm gonna look a little scruffier than I'd like for today because, yeah, I need to shave and my razor is not charged, so it's currently in there charging. I don't really feel like waiting for it, so we're just gonna knock this out. Also, I think I need to get some darker shades, don't I? I think because I don't think these quite completely hide my eyes, which is actually the entire point, but that's what I've got. Which, to be fair, these are some pretty darn nice sunglasses too. I've had these forever. Some Ray-Bans, good old Ray-Bans. That I got for, I think I got it for my birthday a long time ago. My grandma gave them to me, but I had them forever. Darn things are great. Just could do with them being a little bit darker. But anyway, that's a tangent. The point is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. That's what we're here for. Great game, by the way. I haven't actually quite finished it, so since I'm talking about something story related, my impressions of this could change, as I finish the game. But I've just completed a pretty chunky, really, impactful part of the story, and it really hit me right in the home a little bit because it kind of reminded me of something that I really related to. That's what we're going to talk about because I just wanted to chat about that a little bit today. The subject of this is the Light Dragon and Link's relationship to Zelda. So we'll just start from the beginning here. The beginning of the game, you start the game with Zelda. Link is with Zelda. You're below Hyrule Castle. You're exploring some ruined shit. Okay, it's some ancient civilization stuff that's been left there forever. And Zelda's all excited because you're checking out cool stuff and seeing new history and that you haven't seen before. And Link is just there as her bodyguard, doing Link things, as he's assigned to do as her knight. And you reach the end of this tunnel, and that's when you find Ganon, who's been asleep for however fucking long. Presumably since the last game, I guess, because, didn't they just beat his ass in Breath of the Wild? I don't know. I haven't finished the game yet, but... So they wake up Ganon, and Ganon breaks the fucking Master Sword. It's in pieces. Oh god, oh fuck. And then he separates Link and Zelda. And this is important to what I'm going to be talking about. Well, I am talking about it, but this is kind of the start of what hits me. So Zelda's gone. She falls out of your sight. She's gone. And you don't know it yet, but that's the last time you're really going to see Zelda face to face. That's it. Again, I haven't finished the game yet, but where I'm at in the game, it appears to be very clear that that is the last time you're ever going to see her face to face. And if if you can read me at all, you probably can tell exactly what I'm talking about here. But Zelda's gone. You wake up, Sky Island, tutorial, and Zelda's waiting for you somewhere. You do your thing. You go looking for Zelda. You reach Temple of Time. She's not there. And so then you also lose the Master Sword because the sword just disappears, but that's not really relevant to this. You find out she's not actually there. You descend to Hyrule, and you start looking for Zelda. Well, as you start investigating geoglyphs and, seeing the memories that they give you visions of, because each geoglyph gives you a vision of a memory that Zelda had in the time period that she was sent to. So you're still seeing Zelda, but you don't get to meet her. You don't get to, talk to her again. She's in the past, and you're just seeing what happened in the past of your now timeline. You're seeing a recording, basically. So everything that you're seeing when you pop a geoglyph is something that happened a long fucking time ago. So you're kind of being teased with her. You get to see her, but only in the form of recordings. And then in one of those memories, in a couple of them actually, it's alluded to that Zelda might have become a dragon, because there's the only way that they can find for Zelda to return to the present is for her to become a dragon, and then, by the nature of being a dragon, be immortal and just continue living until the present that she came from. And so, ultimately, the goal of this is to repair the Master Sword and then carry it forward in time again, so Link can have it again. But that's not really relevant again. Master Sword is relevant to the story, of course, but not really relevant to what I'm talking about here. And so you find out that she did, in fact, become a dragon in order to secure the passage of the Master Sword to the present in a fully repaired state. And when you collect that last geoglyph and you watch her transform into a dragon in the past, then she appears in the present. But she's not Zelda anymore. She's a dragon now. She is now the Light Dragon, which exists like any other dragon in Hyrule. It doesn't really do anything other than fly around in the sky. That's all the Light Dragon does. That's all any of the dragons do. Any of the other dragons in the game, they just fly around. That's their entire existence. They fly around, whether it's, on Hyrule or in the depths. They just exist, just meandering around Hyrule, either above or below the surface. Of course, the Light Dragon specifically exists above ground, and it generally inhabits the sky. But at this point, I had a realization. Zelda's probably never going to be Zelda again. She's not the same woman she once was. And as a matter of fact, she's not even a woman anymore at all. She's a dragon. And for a while, I knew it was going to be coming. I knew that she was. I figured out she's going to be a dragon, okay. But I thought, she's probably, she'll probably be returned to human form by some, power of friendship magic thing, as they usually do. But once I retrieved the Master Sword from her, once you take it back from her, she drops you off back at the Temple of Time. And then she just leaves. That's it. And you watch the Light Dragon fly off into the distance. And that's when it hit me that she's never coming back. That's what she is now. She's the dragon. And that stuck, that hit me, because that reminded me of someone that I used to I'll just come out and outright say it. I had a high school sweetheart who was was the first lady that I ever really, really loved. We never really were perfect for each other, and that's just how it is when you're young like that, and you're just getting with people because hormones and shit, and you think you're perfect and you're not, and you break up, move on. Well, I was with her for a couple of years before the inevitable happened, and we realized we were in fact not perfect for each other, and she moved on and I moved on. But it was really rough for me, because I really, really did love her, and I never really got over her either. And because to this day, she's still the only real love I've ever had, even to this day. It's been years now since then, many years, because I've graduated from high school and moved on. But a little while ago, no, it was a few months ago. Well, no, it was a little while ago. Pretty little while ago now. I met her again, and basically she came back to the area for reasons. I'm not gonna go into personal details or anything because that would just kind of be not cool. But came back to the area, and I was hanging out with her again for a while because naturally little old me, who had never really gotten over her, hormones started shooting again, and now suddenly I was re-obsessed with her, and there's nothing I can do about it because hormones. I'm a young adult. That's how it works. And of course, she was not obsessed with me anymore. I mean, she saw me as a friend, but she was clearly very over me, and that's okay. I mean, that's healthy for her. She moved on, and that's good. But it took a little while before I realized that she is not the same woman that she used to be. Because, she went her way and I went mine, and she changed a lot. Quite a lot. And even, once I did realize it was really hard to break the rose-tinted glasses, It was very hard to do that. And I got burned for it pretty hard long before I finally got it through my thick ass. I don't want to say my skull because I knew, but before I finally got my fucking body to realize that she's just not the same anymore. And I finally rationalized it out as just telling myself that the lady that I knew a very long time ago is dead. And that's what I had to tell myself to make it make sense to me that lady that I can talk to now is not the same one. I mean, it's the same body, but it is not the same mind anymore. She has changed quite a lot. And the lady that I once knew had died and moved on and is no longer on this planet. And I cannot see her anymore. Long personal story aside now, you can see why I related that, why the light dragon hit me as hard as it did. Because, frankly, just frankly putting it, Zelda's fucking dead. Watching the dragon fly away after I took the Master Sword, that was when I realized Zelda's fucking dead. That dragon is not her anymore. That's just a dragon. Zelda died when she turned into a dragon, and that body was all that is left roaming the skies, simply as a vehicle to transport the Master Sword back into the present. I mean, sure, the game describes it as a spirit, so, I mean, surely the thing is still conscious and, perhaps has some form of personality, but I mean, the same can be said about a person who changes. So when you last see someone like a decade ago, and then you see them again a decade later, sure, it's the same consciousness, and it's the same physical body, but it's not the same personality anymore. It's not the same mind anymore. Because, their experiences, the path that they took, have led them to change in many different ways, and now the person that you knew is dead. That person does not exist anymore. And, again, like I said before a couple times, I have not finished the game, so it's entirely possible still that Zelda will turn back into, or the dragon will turn back into Zelda, because some friendship is magic shit. That I think the story would be a lot more impactful if it does stay that way. If the game ends with the light dragon and that's just how it ends, it would be a lot more impactful that way. But we'll see. I haven't gotten there yet. We'll see. But it's a it's just a reminder to, value the people that you have now, because you won't always have them. And, even if you think death is far-fetched, even if you think that, you know, everyone is young and healthy and in a safe place, well, fuck that shit first of all, because shit can happen to anyone. You never know the day nor the hour. You will never know the day nor the hour. It could be you, or it could be me, or anyone else could get hit by a truck tomorrow. And then that person's gone. You'll never see him again. You'll never have known it was coming. When Link and Zelda were in that pit at the start of the game, Link had no idea, he had no way of knowing that that would be the last time he saw Zelda. Because, of course, he's, what he's used to is, and what players are used to is being able to, go on an adventure and save the princess or save whoever, and then everyone's happy again. But this time, that does not seem to be the case. You saw her go away, and you may have thought you'll get to save her, but then the reality sets in that you will not. She's gone, and that was it. You'll never see her again. Well, like I was saying, even besides death, because Zelda, like I said, never physically died. She just changed. Even if people don't die, people still change over time, whether you can watch them change or not. It might be harder or easier if you can watch them change. Someone you spend a lot of time with changes over time because, that's just where their life takes them. But it's just a bit more of a shock all at once when you see someone, years later and they're just not the same person anymore. But just change on its own, not even death. Change will kill the person you think you know. And people change constantly. Never in the way you want them to, for some reason. The world just doesn't work the way I want it to. But people change constantly in one way or another. And through that change, their old selves die and new selves are born. So value the people that you have while they are who they are, because they will not be who they are forever. In fact, they may not even be physically alive forever, because we're all mortal. At least I think most of us are. Everyone dies, some just sooner than later, and we all change. So value people while you have them. I guess that's what I was trying to. I think. I don't even know if that's what they intentionally went for with that story arc. I don't know, but that's the way it came out for me, because that resonated with me personally in a very deep way. So I guess I just wanted to vent that a little bit because, I don't know. I have a hard time talking to even people that I'm close to a lot of times, so maybe it's easier to just talk to a camera. Just do it that way. So yeah, I guess that's the moral of the story. At least for me. And now maybe you too, if you're watching this whole video. Wow, you made it this far. I'm impressed. So yeah. Just never take people for granted. Thanks for watching. It was good I appreciate those of you that stick around for whole videos, and especially these, different ones I do, because I try different shit all the time. So those of you that actually stick around and watch through all of those, I appreciate you. I don't take you for granted, because people unsubscribe and move on all the time. People find new interests. So I value all of you. I guess I'm definitely someone who's experienced enough loss and change in people to not take people for granted at this point. Alright, that's enough melancholy from me today. Go watch some cute cats or something. Peace.